Guys, we are live. Hey! Now, monster. He goes, oh, now we're live, actually. My bad. We are live for real now. I'm going to send you guys over except for Jaden and Ashlyn. Everybody else is going to be sent over to the waiting area. And please watch via the YouTube link. If you have trouble finding that, it should be right there on the same site you got the link from. If not, then call Miss Shay. Bye. It's so dumb that Zoom hasn't found a button that sends everybody away at once. It's so dumb. You gotta send them one at a time. That's real dumb. Hey, and then hide me, would you? I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be seen. Ah. All right, I'm hidden. Okay, so let's talk through this. Well, what I want you to do first, let's just rifle me through the questions really quick. We'll go one at a time. So where does the scene take place?
Yeah, we are in a gym.
In the gym? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what we can get even more specific. In the gym where? What gym?
Probably the school gym.
School gym?
Or like,
so run me through your situation one more time.
Basically, he found some secret information that he wasn't supposed to know, and then he shared it with a bunch of people. And when I find out from my friends, I come and I like lash out at him because I'm all mad and I want him to fix it, but he can't fix it, and so I'm just really angry at him.
Perfect. Okay. So school gym works really well for that situation, right? To both be at school, you would know where he's at. He goes there every day after school to work out. That's perfect. So that's where, for everybody watching, I want you to be doing that for yourselves. I want you to go, okay, right now, how can I get this even more in depth to heighten the character's backstory? So we think about the school gym. How often, Jaden, does your character go to the gym?
probably every other day, or at least every day.
Every day? So if we go every day, is he in a sport or anything like that?
Probably. He's probably on either the football team or the basketball team.
Okay, which one?
Let's go with football, because I feel like they would have to have more physical strength in their body.
Agreed. I like that. Okay. So now we're going into that. And now you think about that, dude. Are you a senior, junior, freshman, or sophomore?
Probably a senior, because I feel like they would be more influential.
Okay. Maybe a senior. What do you think, Ashlyn?
I was gonna say either a junior or a senior.
Junior or senior? Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we can go with, I think for look-wise, let's go with juniors. You guys are juniors, actually, okay? And so that would also give you reason to hit the gym harder, Jaden, is because you're trying to, you want to get better on the varsity before your senior year, okay? So now there's so much purpose behind all of it before the scene started, okay? So we know that now. We've made that even more deep by that. How close are you guys as friends?
We're pretty good friends, I think we decided.
Yeah? How long have you guys known each other?
Probably 5th or 6th grade, I'd say.
Would you agree with that, Ashlyn?
Yeah.
Yeah? So at this point, it's been 3, 4, 5, 6 years or so?
Yeah.
Do you guys talk a lot?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. So, Ashlyn, how often do you call him?
Probably at least a few times a week, I'd say.
How often do you text him?
Probably the same, a few times a week, I'd say. Or probably every day, actually, if it's texting.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. When you have something going on in your life, who's one of the people you talk to?
Him.
How many secrets have you shared with him before?
Probably a lot.
Yeah. So now, when he breaks that trust, it means more. It hurts more. Because you've created a history, a backstory behind it. You've created exactly what the thing is that we are telling on. So for you, Ashlyn, what do you imagine? Did you guys come up with what he told on you for? What he told people about?
Not the specifics, no.
Okay, good. So we need that. We need that. And again, that's because that's going to be the core of this. And it's funny because all we did was we stemmed off of the first question, and there's still 14 more. We're not going to get to those. But the way that we did this now, I want you to look at every question like that and keep going why, okay? So what is the situation? Let's come up with something here. You're both juniors. What could you have done, Ashlyn, that you would want him to not tell anybody and that would embarrass you on a grand scale?
Um, Maybe I could have something that came to my head. Like it's kind of like really dramatic, and it's not necessarily anything I did, but like maybe my character found out that the people that have been raising them all of like 16 years of their life isn't their biological parents, and they didn't, or my character didn't want people to know that because that's like a really personal thing, and so of course I go and tell him, but then he shares it with other people.
Okay, good. So now if that's the case, Jaden, we go, why would you share that?
Probably because someone was talking about her upbringing and her something to do with her parents and her being the way she is.
Okay. So you've now told it. Did you tell it to one person, multiple people?
Probably a few people.
Probably what?
Probably a few people, because if they're talking about her in general, then probably a few.
At once or in different times?
Probably at once.
Okay, good. Ashlyn, why do you think that changes things, whether it was at once or whether it was multiple people?
Maybe because it shows that he wasn't like, he didn't go around and tell multiple people like that was something he wanted to do over and over again. He just did it like a one-time thing. Yeah, it was still like more than one person.
Okay, good. So now we go, if that's a great situation now, that works, does it fit the scene? So now throw the text at me. Throw the words at me real quick.
The script?
Yeah, we'll go all the way through it real fast, just speaking it.
I need to talk to you.
Nice to see you too. Talk about what?
Don't play the dumb card with me right now.
I'm not playing dumb. I don't know what you're talking about.
Try again, without the lying this time.
I wasn't thinking, it just happened.
I knew it. I just knew it.
Well, what do you want me to do? Just let it go?
Yes, you were supposed to let it go. You were supposed to leave it alone.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you've proved that.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I just had to find out for myself.
I warned you about this. I told you this was going to happen.
I know you did. I wish I would have listened.
Good. So now you guys have reached a place where you have the freedom to change things, okay? So moving forward, the line about I just had to find out for myself, I hate it for your setting. So you can get rid of that one and whatever's right in there. So go right before that line for me.
Wait, which line?
The I had to find out for myself. What do you say to him? He says, I just had to find out for myself.
Oh, I warned you about this. I told you this was going to happen.
Good. So then we would skip the just had to find out for myself. Then what do you say after that, Ashlyn? So let's do it from warned you about this. I warned you about this.
I warned you about this. I told you this would happen.
And keep the line for now so I can hear it.
I'm sorry, I just had to find out for myself.
Oh, wait, I think that comes after it.
Let's just take it back, and I'll write it down real quick. So go again, just a few lines back.
Okay. Yes, you were supposed to let it go. You were supposed to leave it alone.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you've proved that.
I'm sorry, okay? I just had to find out for myself.
I warned you about this. I told you this would happen.
I know. I wish I would have listened.
Okay, good. So it's perfect. You actually just keep I'm sorry, okay, Jaden, and lose the second half of the line. And then it fits perfectly. And guess what? It fits your new situation perfectly. Because now he actually didn't. I'm sorry. And now I'm going to add a thing that's going to help you guys, okay? Somebody was talking crap about her. Okay? And it slipped. So imagine, right? Someone's talking crap about Ashlyn's character, and they're like, well, she just she's lazy or whatever. Like and you'll figure out what that is, whatever that thing is, and you just like can't hold it in, and you're like, you have no idea. She's gone through so much, and then like you slip on what she's gone through, but you do it intentionally out of love, like you were trying to defend her, right? But then you accidentally say the fact that personal information about her family life. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I think that fits the text really well if that was an accident, because then you can genuinely be sorry, Jaden.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. So we'll change that line. I want you to go even deeper into that this week, guys. Are we both in next month?
I believe so.
Yeah?
I don't think I am, but
Okay. I'll take a look and check and figure out if we're progressing. But either way, with today, what we learned here, I want you to take to any future scene, Ashlyn, every single one, okay? So now what we're going to do is a little improv, okay? So here's what I want to do. We are back in 6th grade, okay? And this is the first time you guys meet. 6th grade, let's say it's first day of school. Ashlyn, you're a new person to the school, okay? And Jaden, your character is just a super nice guy, and he recognizes that she feels alone. So really quick before we do that, what is your character's names? What are your character's names? Do we know yet?
No.
Let's come up with that. So I want you to take a moment to think about your character, the type of person they are, what they've gone through, and think of a name you think fits that. Think of yourself like a parent naming a child here. It shouldn't just be a random name. Think about what name gives this scene, this character justice. Close your eyes. See your character. See them at school. See their energy. See the people they're hanging around. Good. What do you got, Jaden?
Brian.
Okay, cool. That's a great name. Love that name. All right, Ashlyn.
I said Emma.
Emma. Okay, great. I love that. So now we know each other's names. This is the first time that you guys meet, and your character Emma is just feeling so out of place, and you're gonna notice it, Jaden. Okay. All right. And action.
Hey,
Hi.
I'm Brian. Nice to meet you.
I'm Emma. Nice to meet you too.
So, what are your hobbies? What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is black.
Okay, good. That was weird. So go back for a second. Just connect. What do you see? What do you see, Jaden?
A girl sitting by herself, probably looking down, isn't really looking happy. She kind of looks drab.
Yeah, and you know what? You came in with a great start. Really nice energy. You got her to genuinely smile in a huge way. It was adorable. Like when you watch this video back, Ashlyn, you'll see that character reaction was perfect. Okay, so now you've gotten her to smile a little bit. What would you ask someone at random first time you meet them? Hey, what's your favorite color? Probably not, right? You notice she's alone. You notice she's new. What do you think you'd ask her?
Are you new here? Oh wait, no, that's I already knew she was here.
That's you. I mean, you might notice it, right? But like, that's perfect. Go ahead and go from there.
Are you new here?
Yeah, I moved here from Illinois.
Illinois. Far away. So, anything to do here fun?
Not really.
I heard they're playing kickball after this. If you want to come join, you can.
I'm not really into kickball.
The swing set?
Maybe. I've never been on the swings before.
Never been on swings before? Come on, they're everywhere.
Well, not really in Illinois.
That surprises me.
Cut to right after she got to do the swing set for the very first time. You just got off the swing set, and it was the coolest thing ever, Ashlyn. And action.
Oh my gosh.
Super
How have
fun.
I never been on the swings before?
Yeah.
That was the coolest thing ever.
Freak out with her. Get in the boat with her.
I mean, you just feel the wind in your hair. It's super awesome, and getting that momentum.
It feels like I'm flying.
Yeah. It's best when you just close your eyes and lean back.
Thank you for getting me to go on the swings.
Okay, so ridiculous situation, right? The idea of being swing set in 6th grade, that's our first thing. But it could happen, right? So the point is, that is a memory now. So now, Ashlyn, when you're in the scene and he's hurt you and you're hurt, what's going to come to your mind? What memories are going to come to your mind?
All the good memories of like meeting and that we shared
Yes.
in 6th grade to that time.
And then you're going to feel even more betrayed because of those things, because of how close you are. But if we just make it surface level and just go, oh, you know, like they're friends and they're fighting, we don't get the depth of that. That's the point of these ambiguous scenes. They're so simple in text, right? The text is so simple, but there's so much depth that we as actors have the ability to add. So much that we can put underneath this that can bring life to it. And then we take a play or something like that and do the same work. And I promise you, most people aren't doing this work. Most people aren't going why, and diving so deep and creating backstories and histories between the characters. But when you do, you cannot help but be more affected inside of the scene. Okay? So as we progress forward, if we're going together, then do it with this scene. But any scene you do, I want you to go through and I want you to figure these questions out. Because now, and this is for everybody watching, you've been armed with the knowledge. Now you have it. So now the next time you go into a scene, you know, now this is what I do to prepare. Right? Okay, cool. Good job, guys. Woo! Love it. All right, I'm going to send you guys over to the YouTube. Yeah, hey, you found the button. Awesome. Chakota. All right. We are now bringing in Aubrey and Elena.
You've been on. So now the next.
And you gotta get rid of, I mean.
Now this is why I do.
You still had your live on.
Okay, so the live is very, very delayed with the talking.
Oh, mine wasn't.
That's an internet
Mine
thing.
was.
Internet.
Wait, was
So make sure to go back and watch it, Aubrey, because that's probably an internet thing. Or after we finish this, then you can exit out, Aubrey, and then come back. That might help. Okay, so let's talk through questions. Let's start with first one. We can go back and forth or however we want to handle that. So where does the scene take place?
Did we decide on the pet shop idea?
Oh yeah, we decided on the pet shop.
Okay. What is happening in the scene?
So we got cut off, but when we got to the point where our parents took us to a pet shop, we didn't discuss why, but maybe we were getting food for our current pet. But anyway, we saw some dog or hedgehog, some animal pet, and we looked at the cage inside and wanted to touch it. It sounded weird, but you know what I mean.
Got it. Okay.
Like we
Cool.
want to hold it, you know.
And you guys are both in the scene together. What are your characters' names? Do we know?
Yeah.
Okay. What are they?
Bella.
Bella.
Emily.
Emily. What are they like? What's Bella
I'm
like?
the one that gets in the most trouble.
Okay. You're the troublemaker.
I'm the. I forgot the word, but I want to be perfect and never want to get in trouble. I want everyone to like me.
You're
All
the
that stuff.
goody two shoes.
Stereotypical person. That's
Pretty
what.
one.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll keep going through. So, how long have you and the other character known each other? Are we friends? Are we sisters?
I would say
Hmm.
it would make more sense if we were sisters,
Okay.
but that's just me. What do you think?
I think we should be sisters, yeah.
Who's
Because
the
our
older
parents
one?
take us there. Probably me.
Yeah, because you're in
Yeah.
control of everything, and you're the little
Yeah.
rebel there, Aubrey.
Yep.
Okay. So now that we know that, the history of this friendship, are you and your sister close?
Yes.
Relatively.
Relatively? What do you mean by
No pun intended.
that?
I mean, I feel like we want to be nice to each other, but we just aren't because we annoy each other so much.
Okay, so she's
We
younger.
want to, but we can't.
She's younger. How much younger is she? What do you think?
You decided on being 11, right?
11, 12, 13, somewhere there.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, like
A
somewhere,
billion.
Somewhere there.
somewhere in that range. So Aubrey, what about for you?
I'm 12.
12? Okay, so I'd like to slightly adjust this here. Aubrey, I'm gonna make you, let's see, I'm gonna make you 11, and I'm gonna make you 13. Okay? So you're a little
Yeah.
older, but you're close enough that you would be close. I mean, she's just the rebel. So sometimes
Yep.
it's cool, and sometimes it's like, yo, don't do that.
You need that. Stop.
Okay, cool. All right, going to the next one here. So, what do I, as the character, what is my relationship with them emotionally? We figured that out. What do the other characters say about me? What do you guys say about each other?
I'm bossy.
Bossy, okay.
A little bit. Snarky sometimes.
I'm quirky, and I'm also like that one kid that's always like, oh, I didn't do it. Like, haha, I made you do it. I guess something
Make
like
it look.
like the kid that's like blaming other kids, I guess.
Okay, cool. And are both of you in continuing in for next month?
I
Right.
plan to.
Yep. I believe you both are. So if that's the case, I'm going to allow you to start rewriting your scene a little bit too, to build it around whatever you like, okay? Using this as a baseline. And you guys can kind of build things that feel really natural for you. So what I want to know right now is, what props do you have planned out? Do we have any thoughts on that?
No.
No? Okay, so that'd be something I want you to think on this week. And then what do you think your characters would be wearing? Miss Uptight.
Oh, I do have a prop.
Yeah, you do? What is it?
Okay, so it's actually an idea of a prop. So my dog is going to be the one that's going to be in the box.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Adorable. I love it. Okay, cool.
A
Great.
dog.
A dog. Gonna bring a dog in the scene.
Dog.
Okay, great. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little improv on this, okay? And then we're gonna talk through your guys' creative vision, if we have time. All right. So the improv here is going to be, let's say, this is a situation where, as sisters, okay, a totally another situation where she's being bratty, in that mom and dad are out of town, and Aubrey, you just are destroying the house. You're destroying the house and doing whatever, and you're eating chocolate and all the things you're not supposed to do. Okay, and I want you, Elena, to enter into the scene, and I want you to be imaginary eating chocolate. Okay, use some space work to eat some chocolate, Aubrey, and Elena's gonna enter.
So should I get off the camera and just kind of walk in?
Yes, that's perfect. We'll get a round of applause for you, and then you'll enter in.
Should I sit down?
Yeah, totally. That's just for the entrance.
Oh. Okay, so I'll just go over here first. Okay.
Yeah. So say
Frank's face.
you're eating chocolate now. Oh, you're eating chocolate before Elena comes. Yeah.
Yummy.
What are you doing? I said not to have any chocolate.
just chocolate.
That's for the party next week. You're not supposed to have it.
A party next week? I don't know about a party.
Mom and Dad were talking about it all weekend. It's next week. You're supposed to save it.
Mom and Dad never told me about a party.
Maybe that's because you don't listen.
Okay, smarty pants.
Hey, I'm older than you, okay? Mom and Dad put me in charge. Okay?
Doesn't matter. Blah, 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 blah. I don't care.
That's it. Okay.
Honey, I'm home early.
Oh, hi, Mom. How are you?
Yeah, we had some issues.
Issues?
What do you mean? You're the one that ruined and ate the chocolate.
Mom, that is not
Honey,
true.
why would you do that? Why? You're supposed to be the responsible one.
Exactly. I told her to stop, but she would not stop, and she called me smarty pants.
What have I said about smarty pants? What have I said about smarty pants?
How come it's always the older people that get in trouble?
Oh,
It wasn't me. I told her,
Really?
trust me. It was
Honey?
her.
Even
She
if it
called me
was
smarty
her,
pants.
you're responsible for her. You're responsible.
She just doesn't listen
I
to anything. And
She-
you put me in charge, and I tried to boss her. You know?
you
She
grounded
doesn't listen.
you're grounded for a week.
You hit me too.
You're both grounded for a week. Yeah.
Why am I grounded?
Excuse me, honey.
Why am I
Excuse me.
grounded? I did not do anything.
You're grounded for a week.
She's the one that
It's
called me smarty
2
pants
weeks.
and ate the
2
chocolate
weeks.
for next week.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, Elena. 2 weeks, Emily.
2 weeks. That's what I thought. Thank you.
What happens when you don't listen?
What do you mean? You're the one that didn't listen. You're the one that destroyed the house, ate the chocolate, and called me smarty pants.
Okay, Mom, you can't believe that I did this, right? I would never eat chocolate for a party, because
I
Who
told
does
you
that?
I'm leaving the room. You're grounded, okay? I believe whether you did it or not, you're responsible for your sister. Goodbye.
I told you. I didn't tell you anything. Still.
And scene. Oh my gosh. Aubrey, that laugh. I was like mad at you. Like I was mad at you. I was like, oh, that little brat. Like, gah.
Used to it, okay?
Elena, could you feel that?
feel the laugh?
Feel the brattiness. Like how
Yeah.
was it making you angry?
I really did.
Like was it getting to you?
It hurt.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you
really?
should be. You should be upset, right?
How would I do this?
So you're trying to control what you do. Like you're a controller, right? You follow the rules, but she's not
Mm-hmm.
listening. So let me tell you this, if this is happening once, it's happened before. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So
That's
you
fun.
just created and improvised a situation of that happening. So this level of upset and fighting through it, you have to bring that same life to a script that the words have been given to you and you're not just making them up. This life was hilarious. Like literally when she giggled, I was like, I wanted to run through and just be like, oh, not fair. Like not fair, right? And so, well, I didn't even know they could do that. So in that moment, you want to build on that in the scene itself now. And there's probably been, Elena, 17 times where that's happened. Like
Yeah.
so
I'm
many
just
times.
done.
And you're
This
just
is done
done.
with it.
You're done.
Like,
So
yeah.
at this point, now you can give yourself a reason that maybe you would rebel a little. So you fight her, and you look at it and you're like, oh, I really want to. I really want to do this thing because I know I'm going to get in trouble anyway.
like whatever. What do I have to lose at this point?
Exactly. And you'd still fight for
Yeah.
the right thing, which you do in the scene, but she is tempted more than she was now because this has happened so many times because you guys just created that history. How cool is that?
Yeah, that was pretty fun though.
Yeah. So now know this in your rehearsals for future, you can do this anytime to build any form of history. This includes positive times too. So you guys said you're close. There should also be a time that you guys improvise a fun time you had together. Right? Because without those, you would just be like, you're the worst, and you would just never hang out with her. Right? Okay, good. Good work, guys. Very exciting. Thank you for doing the work. Nice job. Peace.
Oh, we're done?
You done. What?
Okay.
What?
Oh, bye.
Can you see me?
That was disgusting.
I can't do that, and I never could. So frustrating for me.
Bye. I'll just be here.
Not anymore, you won't.
That was
Hurtful, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk through the questions, girls. Let's start with the beginning. Tell me about the scene. What's going on?
Can you do it right there? Wait, hold on. I have to get the list.
Get the list.
Okay, what?
She's getting the list.
Yes.
She's just getting. She's going to get the list. She shut off her own video, I think. Yeah. She did that so I wouldn't get dizzy.
I didn't know she was going to get the list. So
She's getting the list.
Oh, did she get it though?
Not yet, obviously, because of how dizzy she's making me.
Oh.
But she tried to fix it, and you were like, hey, I want Brian to be dizzy.
Yeah.
All right, we both got it?
My dog's behind me.
What is the situation we have created for ourselves?
Oh, we're like close friends, and we decided with our own brains that we were gonna like log into our because our teacher left her password on the Google Classroom, and so we decided, oh, now's our opportunity. So we took the password and we logged into our account, and then we got the answers to the test.
Okay, cool. So, how long? I love that. How long have you two been friends?
But we didn't think of that.
It's okay. These questions are the baseline, and I'm gonna build on that. What do you think? Long time, short time?
Probably a long time.
Okay.
But like we're not like BFFs.
Okay.
But like we're like good friends.
I would agree with that, and I would agree that you can't be BFFs because of the text. Now, we can be close, we can know each other, but let's go through the text for a second. Just give me the lines.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Will you hush? If someone hears us, we're never going to pull this off.
Why are we even doing this? I'd like to go on a record. I'd like to go.
Wait. Well, I'd like to go on some record somewhere.
I'd like to go on some record somewhere that this is completely and entirely your idea.
Can I add to that record that you were the one who begged me to include you? That's what I thought.
Good. So the idea there that she begged you to be included in what you're doing says that you guys are close enough that she would that you would trust her, Leela, to come with you. Right? However, it says that you guys don't fly in the same circles all the time. So you're probably doing stuff like this all the time, Leela, because you're a troublemaker, okay? And she is not. However, you can be friends with a troublemaker or a non-troublemaker. So that's, you guys are friends, you just wouldn't be that close. That's great, okay? So, building on that, tell me about your character, Leela.
She doesn't really care about anything.
Okay, why?
Because I don't know. She just doesn't. Well, wait. I'm gonna think of an answer.
And I want you to listen right now, and you should be thinking, even maybe taking notes, Athena, because you want to know the other character as well as you know yourself
Okay.
and your own character. So she doesn't care much about what people think of her. She's kind of a rebel. Why?
I don't think she cares about anything because her parents probably don't care about what she does with her life.
Okay.
So she doesn't care.
So let me tell you a secret. You ready? You ready? Everyone cares.
Okay.
Everybody. So your character might pretend like they don't care. They may act like they don't care. They may put up a wall to show that they don't care so that people don't get let in because she's hurting. So the fact that you're right there, that kind of could fit into the same kind of thing as your monologue. Her parents don't pay attention to her. They're always fighting. And so because of that, she never gets in trouble for anything. They spoiled her, and so she feels like she can do whatever she wants. And honestly, she kind of does it because she wants to get noticed. She wants to get caught in a sense. There's like a small piece of her wouldn't want to get caught in this specific instance, but like she's okay with getting caught in the back of her mind deep down because she doesn't care in the sense that like she has nothing to lose. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now that's going to heighten the lines that you build upon. Okay? And within this, if you don't want to get caught, it might change slightly that maybe one of your parents would care a lot. And that they just fight and you feel ignored. But if you got caught, it'd be a big deal. So you got to kind of like, those are the small things we think about. Athena, why the heck does your character want to go?
Because I'm kind of like a scared character. I'm the like the teacher's pet.
Yeah, so why are you going? Why are you cheating?
Because maybe like I'm not very good in this one class and I really want to be good because maybe I have strict parents about grades. So
okay, so you need to get a good grade or else you're going to get in trouble basically?
Yeah.
Okay. And why don't you think you'd get a good grade? Why don't you think you would get a good grade on this?
Because I'm not very good at the topic.
Okay. Let's add stakes. Do you know what stakes are? Other than the food?
Yeah, the thing that you hold down for a tent.
Go ahead, Dakota. He says this thing, and I'm just going to let him say it. Go ahead.
Brian, did you just say steak?
Yes.
Nice.
Do the thing, would you?
What?
Do it.
The comedy noise?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the steak thing you always do.
Comedy.
Do it. Did somebody say...
Did you say steak?
Yeah. So we'll be in the middle of a conversation at random, and he'll be like, somebody say steak? But here's what it is. Yeah, well, I mean, you didn't do it, like, with the energy you normally do it with, you know? Like, you didn't give in, all right? So, stakes are the things standing in the way of you getting what you want. There are these obstacles. The stakes are what you want. So let me add a stake here, okay? A stake is you need to get certain grade or you're not going to get into the college you want to get into, Athena. It's really important to you. The obstacle in front of you is the test. So you're willing to do whatever you want to overcome the obstacle, overcome the stakes to get your want. Obstacles, stakes, and want are something that everyone should work on every scene. Okay, you should know what your character's obstacles are in the way, what their objectives are, and what stakes are there. What are the stakes? Why does it matter, in other words? So that's what stakes is. Stakes is why does it matter? Okay, all right. So we're building on that, and I want you to just keep building your character profile there. Now, here's what we're going to do. You both are called into the principal's office, okay? You're outside the office right now. You don't know why. You're assuming, obviously, you got caught, but you don't know. How do both of you handle sitting outside? There's no one there yet. You're just sitting outside the principal's office at 2 chairs outside of it. It's just the two of you. Here we go. Put yourself in that position. How does one sit versus the other? Who's going to calm who down? Yeah. And action. Athena, you should be panicking a little bit.
Okay.
There's no one else there, so you guys can even talk about it.
So why do you think we're here?
Because we got caught.
Or maybe we forgot our lunch boxes.
I don't think that's the situation. It's probably that because they have cameras in the school, and we probably got caught. We probably got.
Or we left the water bottles. Or they have a surprise because they think we're amazing.
Jump in, Athena.
I don't think so.
Yeah, good.
No.
Okay, well, if it's that, the thing, whatever, yeah, if that's what they're talking about, then, yeah, I won't do anything for you, sorry.
You're really not helping.
Hello, ladies.
Hello there.
How are we?
Fine.
Good. Yeah, amazing.
Seem a little nervous. Everything okay?
Yeah, I just, I don't like going to the office because I always feel like I did something bad. Or
Did you do something bad?
No.
Are you dancing right now?
I am calmly taking deep breaths.
And dancing. You were dancing in my office.
That is how I take deep, dark, deep breaths.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop doing that thing. Okay?
You want
got-
me to stop breathing?
No, not breathing. Stop doing the thing with it. I need you to focus. Okay. I'm sorry. What are you, what is this book? What is it? Okay. Do you know why you're here?
No. Yes. I mean, no.
Is it yes or is it no?
It's a no.
No?
No.
No. Then why'd you say yes?
I don't know. I'm nervous.
Hold on. We're going to deal with this in a second. I've got to talk to my secretary.
Go do that.
Now talk. Deal with it. Deal with it. Deal with it. You should be freaking out, Athena.
This is the moment. Oh, what am I supposed to do? I can't lie. Continue to lie.
You got Students of the Month.
I know. It'll ruin my reputation. If I have this flaw, I'm not gonna go to college. I'm not gonna get the job.
This doesn't have to do anything with college.
Leela, you got to calm her down or you're going to get caught too.
Breathe. Inhale, or no. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Oh. Let me tell you a secret that they don't want you to know. Permanent records are permanent. What? This doesn't go on your college application or anything.
It doesn't?
No.
Yeah, but I'll get back grades and
There's always next year.
yeah, but people will remember me for breaking in.
Hello. Thank you. Sorry about that. It was a different student. So what I need to talk to you about is both of you got a perfect score on your test.
did we?
Oh,
Yes, I just said that. Yes.
wow.
Sorry.
Thank you.
It just seems a little odd, specifically for you.
Are you questioning my academic skills?
100%.
Excuse me, I have been going to a tutor.
I was kind of like educating her.
Ladies, remind me of your names again.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would like to know. Give me your name or I'll call your parents.
You should know. You're the principal.
I don't know.
Don't you have things on your papers?
I don't have it on my papers. My secretary just left with my papers. What are your names?
Wouldn't you like to start?
Somebody
My
better give me a
name-
name or you're both going to be suspended.
My name's Brittany.
My name's Emmy.
All right. Brittany, I don't believe that you did as well on the test as you thought. I think you cheated off of Emmy.
I would
Emmy, I'm sorry, but you've been
I was
cheated
stud-
off of.
I was studying with her. We went over houses sometimes, and
Yeah, well, she cheated off of your test. And
no,
I know that,
no, she
Emmy,
didn't.
it's okay. That's not your fault. It's not your fault that she's a cheater.
But I studied with her.
I understand. Emmy, you're fine. Okay? This isn't your fault. You can go.
Mister.
And I apologize that she cheated off your test.
I don't think she cheated. She wouldn't do that.
Do you want to get in trouble too? Is that it? You want to lose your college?
No, please don't.
Okay. You can go now. Scene. Okay. All right. So that is one possible outcome of what happens if we get caught. One. What? Yeah, we can take me off self-view. One possible outcome of what might happen if you get caught. Do you understand the importance of knowing what they might be imagining as far as outcome goes? So you guys should decide. Now, that was just one improv of what that might look like. It might be way worse than that. You guys get to decide that. You guys get to come up with this situation through your characters. And Leila, both of you guys, really good with your characters. Athena, you too. You started to build that. Now when you bring in the scene, I want to see the same thing. I want to see those characters moving, living, breathing. And now you can really get frustrated and struggle, Athena, because you've imagined you losing college. But you also imagine you not going to college, so that's why you're doing it. It's like this conflicted thing you're going to have, right? And Leila, same with you. Like, I loved when you were the one that was getting in trouble, and you were like, what? Like, you found more of her sass, which was great. Okay, good job, guys. Woo! Hey. Yeah, found the button. Last one, Jaden and Katie.
It's like you like. I love when you
Oh my goodness, it's a foot.
It's a foot. Jaden.
You found her sass, which is great.
Jaden.
Yeah, guys.
Hello.
All I see is your foot.
Yeah, found the button.
Bye, Leila. All right, go ahead and mute that YouTube video. Leila, you're still here. Just kidding. All right. So let's talk through it. I know we just went through it a little bit. Okay. So I'll specifically go to Katie. Okay, and I know that you've just taken some of this in. So Katie, where does it take place?
So since we're online, we were thinking it was a FaceTime call from like his room or my room. Like, yeah.
So now we get into types, right? What kind of room do you keep, Katie? Is it messy or clean?
It's very clean.
What does your character keep? Very clean also?
Oh, yes, very. Sorry, that's what I thought you meant.
No, I did.
Very
But then
clean.
you looked and I was like, oh, maybe she's talking about her room. That's cool.
Oh, no, I just. Yeah.
I get it. That's not me. Jaden, what about for you? What do you think?
Scattered but organized.
Okay, that's strategic and you want to think through that. For example, that's a small choice. So now we know we're in our rooms. We know we're on FaceTime. Even knowing the type of house you live in is important because you know what economic background you're in, right? Makes a difference if you're living on the mountain on North Scottsdale versus in some other like difficult, like you're in a certain spot in downtown that's like everywhere is different. So you need to go, all right, where do they live, right? So good. Let's go to the next one. Who's in the scene?
Me, or my character, who I've named Anya.
Good. Anya. Okay.
And then whatever your character's name is. I wasn't going to name your character.
Yeah, I was thinking about it and I decided on Kyle.
Okay. So, and then, so Anya and Kyle, and then the friend who's just kind of mentioned, but not really like, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, she gets talked about, but she's not in the scene, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, how do you guys know each other?
We've been family friends for like years and years since we were like little.
And what's the situation?
Basically, I've kind of made up an entire backstory, if that's okay.
Yeah, throw it out.
Okay.
And
so
Katie, by the way, for everybody online, Katie's great at this. Katie, I admire you for the level of work ethic you put in to the background work you do. I have a scene partner right now in Masterclass, and she's the same way. She's like got a whole history of things that I didn't even know needed history. Like, she's like, oh yeah, this is my particular brand of gum because of like, and so I just want everyone to realize you're about to go into detail on some of this, and this is the work Katie does, and we should all be doing this. Okay. All right, go ahead, Katie.
So basically, me and like Kyle, I have been friends since we were like little, and then as we grew up, we were like, so like we started hanging out when we were like 3 or 4, I assume, and then when we were like 7 to like 9-ish, there was another girl that we became friends with, and then we kind of branched out as like we got older, which I assume right now we're like sophomore-ish, around that. And so that other friend kind of moved away, and she works in the school newspaper.
Got it.
And it kind of got out that, or like me and her are still friends, but, or Anya and her are still kind of friends, but then Kyle and her just kind of aren't as close. And Anya set up Kyle and the friend that's just mentioned together. And then kind of a little bit later, it kind of got out that the other like friend who, I don't know, we'll make up a name. Aaliyah. And then it kind of got out that Aaliyah liked Kyle. And then there was like this whole thing of Kyle not wanting to hurt, I forget the name, Aaliyah's feelings.
Yeah.
So then they kind of like had like went on like a couple dates, but then it kind of got out that like Aaliyah wasn't actually like Tim in the first place and just wanted it for like the drama in the newspaper. And then I read the newspaper and I'm like, oh God. Okay. And then I call him, and then that's where the scene takes off from.
Okay. So a lot of this work, I'm just curious, was even before this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
When did you start this work on that backstory?
The week that we were at the studio.
It was like, so last week?
Yeah.
So right away.
Or no, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay. So 2 weeks ago, you start this backstory. Did I tell you to?
No.
Exactly. But you've built up a knowledge through other classes and go, okay, now I understand what this is, what it means to do script analysis, what it means to create a backstory. So today's class, guys, is all about that. Now you have the knowledge. Now you have this base idea, and we should go further on that, and never again should we pick up a script without doing this work. And so that's awesome, Katie. So now diving into it a little more. So now do you know, like you know that she's putting the drama in there. Do you know she's doing it just to be dramatic, or do you just believe it?
I just believe it.
Okay, so you read and believe it. So Jaden's character, he understands that it's all, like, not all of it's made up, but that it's, like, Does he know it's sort of
like a half truth, or he doesn't read the newspaper, so he has like kind of is left in the dark a little bit.
Ooh, he gets blindsided, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Great. This is going to be awesome. So now I want to free you up this week, and you can talk with Zach because I know he's continuing too. I want you guys. I want you. You now have the freedom because you've done this work, Katie, for you guys to rewrite this however you want. Okay? So the base of it, I want to be there, the idea of it. But like if a line feels weird, you can rewrite it however you feel more natural. You can add a little bit to the beginning, add a little to the end. And as long as you guys do the work on memorizing, getting going, like you can basically recreate this using this as your skeleton, using this as sort of the base to get everything going. Okay? And so I'd like for you to do that and text Zach and you guys start on that this week. Okay?
Okay.
So now for fun, we're going to go into a little improv here. You set them up, right? Okay?
Yeah.
This is the day that you're telling him that you're going to set him up with your friend.
Okay.
All right, here we go. And action.
Okay, Kyle, you know how you're always complaining about how single you are?
Okay, I don't think that's what I said exactly, but
It kind of is. But, so I have this friend, and I honestly think you guys would be like super cute together, and I feel like you guys are super compatible.
so you're setting me up.
Yeah.
All right. What's her name?
Alexis.
Isn't she in the newspaper club?
No, that's Aaliyah, our friend. No, this is Alexis. We used to go to school together, like when we went to separate elementary schools, and we've gotten closer for like the past couple months. And so I genuinely think you guys would be super compatible.
Okay. Does she have any specific likes that I like? Or
Yeah. What are you trying to convey? What?
Whose
Hey,
phone-
I didn't know what you were trying to get at, and I just kind of.
no, it's okay. Hey, it's me, Alexis. Hey.
Oh, hey, what's
Hey.
up?
So is this Kyle?
Yeah, this is Kyle.
Hey,
He's like one
Kyle.
of my best friends.
Hi.
how's it going?
He's cute.
Yeah. I think you guys would be super compatible, like I've been telling you, obviously. And I really think that you guys.
Are you okay?
Yeah, we're getting there.
What happened?
But I really think that you guys would be really like
Are you injured?
great together.
Are you injured?
No, I'm okay, kind of. It just a lot of stuff fell, and
Kyle,
it just
she's like being really weird, right?
yeah. Everything just fell, and it's like all scattered, and now I'm like kind of freaking out. 'Cause
Kyle, is she being
everything
like a little awkward?
Yeah, you're never like this. You're usually really organized.
Yeah, you're usually really
I
organized.
know, and it's stressing me out. Oh my god. Okay, I just need to fix this.
Kyle, you noticed that too?
Yeah, I mean, she's
What?
always super punctual, and I was like, you need to be here on
Totally,
time.
like you know, that's crazy.
Okay. Oh no.
End
Okay.
scene. Okay, that was a little crazy. That's on me. But I want to just throw in this idea so you of what the setup would look like. It's so funny as an initiation. I want you to remember that for your improv, Katie. Like the way you just bluntly initiated that was so like Dakota and I were dying, just dying. Like to just come into a scene and just state how it is, state exactly what's going on. So I want to set you up, you know, like now we all know what's happening. And he's like, okay, I didn't say it like that, right? And so now we can keep building history. We build history together. We build history where you guys and you and Zach figure out like when did you first meet, and what was your first memory as friends. And you and the other girl, what were your guys' like? How did you guys meet? And like when you decided to set them up, why? Like what was the purpose? Was Zach's character lonely, aka was Kyle lonely, right? like what led to all of this, and you're going to figure all that out, and through that, that's going to lead to frustration. So imagine this, the more history you create with Kyle, the more you care about him as a friend and you guys have memories together, the harder it's going to hurt when he hurts your other friend. So if you have really close relations with both of them, you set them both up, you create fake memories around both of them, when one of them betrays you or you think they do, it's going to hurt more because you'll have memories to go back to. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So now, just like you did that backstory for her, I want you to do some backstories for all the characters you've created here. The Kyle, Anya, and Alexa. Were those supposed to be two different ones? Because I got confused.
Yeah, I have a thing with A names, and that's like, every character that I like think of has an A name, and it's bad. And,
all right,
yeah.
we'll work on that in improv. Don't worry. Okay, good work, guys. That's awesome. Thank you. Super fun. Woo! Hey. All right, let's bring everybody back.
I had to write everything down, like all the questions, and send them to Zach.
Yeah, you do. Well, Zach got the email too, so.
Oh, well, I just.
I get what you're saying about the stuff. It's about to get crazy. Let's go ahead and mute those live videos, those YouTube videos.
Okay, guys. That's awesome. Super fun.
I didn't realize we were on. I was just wondering, like, oh.
You got a couple of you in here. That's good.
I'm still watching on live.
Well, you know, that means you were watching online. So.
I recorded myself playing the piano. I'll show you guys at the end of the class.
Nice. There's Ashlyn.
Knuckle.
I'm like, Ashlyn, where are you?
I can play Stuff We Did and Gravity Falls on the
I'm
piano.
so sad right now. Oh, hey, Ashlyn.
No, I shall.
You all did amazing.
Katie. Yeah, brag about each other. Hey, give yourselves a round of applause. Hey, Leela, we're applauding each other.
Oh, hi, Daisy. Oh, Daisy May.
Leela, we're applauding each other.
Daisy May. This is Nugget. This is Daisy. Nugget. Daisy.
Nice. Let's say the dog talk for the end. All right. Let's talk.
You better watch back that live. Oh my God.
Listen in. Yes, we do have the live, and yes, we should be watching it back and learning from it, and hopefully through watching the others, you found other questions that you haven't thought about and built on those, okay? So now, I want to just quickly hear from each of you, what did you take out of today that you're going to take into further scenes and into more of the things that you do in the future? Or one thing that you took out of class today? Yeah, Katie.
There's, like, with the ambiguous scene, you kind of have the set, and then if you build off of, like, why you say a certain thing, then it builds off, and then soon, and then you just keep asking why, and then eventually you have this huge story that you didn't realize that was even, like, possible for, like, the ambiguous scene, and then you got this whole thing, and then you're like, wow, we have a lot to work with.
Absolutely. Aubrey?
You don't listen to the rules, like, or they're not rules, but like you don't really listen to acquired things. Like you didn't say for Katie to make a whole entire log about her characters in 2 weeks.
And she just did it. That's right. You can just make stuff happen. You don't have to be told. And honestly, the people who grow the fastest are the ones who just make things happen. That's right. That's great. I'm glad you took that. Elena.
That you can always do any improv to create history and personality to the characters and background to the scene.
Absolutely. Love it. Okay. Leela.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't know how to really explain it, but kind of like take your scene like further.
Take it further? Yes. Yeah. Expand on it. Like, don't just take the surface level answers. And that was the whole point of today. I love that. Ashlyn.
I learned how to like look into the specifics of your scene and create more history between your characters and like more background behind the story.
Love that. Awesome. Jaden?
Background character could be so much more in depth than the script tells you.
Yes, absolutely. And it's your responsibility as an actor, all the great actors do this, to figure out all those things. Because only so much is going to be given to you, and the rest, it's your responsibility to find it. Okay, good. Athena.
So when you're doing the background on your character or a character, always think of ideas like on the spot. Just don't think of what you're gonna say. Just that's how things kind of work out better.
Yes. And very good, guys. I'm so glad we took that out. Please bring it to any future class. I'd like to speak on something real quick. So this teaches us a lot about our character, right? Teaches us a lot about their why and the reason they operate the way they operate and expands their feelings. I want you to realize that really our job is to bring a character to life, to tell their story. Why? Because somebody else out there has the same story, has something else going on that's similar, and they need you to tell this story. There's somebody else, Ashlyn, who's been hurt by a friend, and they need you to tell this story. They need to see themselves in your character, and ideally, when we do rewrites and stuff, there's a redemption. There's a way that they have then, at some point, come on the other side of it, and then I, as an audience member, I feel hope. Because I see you in a position that I'm in, and I'm encouraged by the fact that you got out, right? And that's whatever the situation, our job is to bring life to that. And in real life, realize this, everybody has a story. So whoever at your school, whoever, wherever, literally the person that you hate the absolute most, that like has been so mean to you, they have a story. And you don't know what it is. And if you can start to understand that, then you can let them affect you less. The people around you who are rude or hurtful or whatever, they've got something going on. And that doesn't mean you need to hang out with those people or be around them, but it does mean that you have the power to have grace and love with them, because as an actor, you understand that everyone's got a backstory. Everyone's got something going on, and most people don't speak about theirs. Aubrey, yeah.
So I once had a bully that was like bullying me, of course, and the next day he was, so I asked my other classmates, and apparently his parents got a divorce and he had to go to a funeral.
So he's lashing out in his own way, right? And so the initial response is just, blah, you know, and they're the worst. But when we realize that the level of work we did here, and it will go even deeper as we keep getting better and better at this, everyone has the same thing. That's so awesome, Aubrey, that you're able to hear that. And now you walk in the future. And again, it doesn't make what someone's doing right. I'm not saying that. It doesn't make the thing that they're doing right. But if we can understand, because you're going to play characters that you don't like. There's a character in last night's class, and they're both in college. They're playing college characters, right? He went to college. She's a junior. And he cheats on her when he goes to college. Okay? He plays a jerk. He ends up playing this dude who makes a jerk move, and the guy's the nicest dude ever. He's so nice, right? But he has to play this character. Well, guess what? He has to fall in love with that character, because that character has a reason that he needs to understand that character is broken for some reason. And is that character doing something totally wrong? Absolutely. But your job as an actor is to fall in love with the character and find a way to do that. And so as you move forward, I would highly encourage you to realize that. Do that for any future characters. And some will be easier than others. Some of them I'm like, oh yeah, that's totally me. And others I'm like, that's hard. Like, how do I fall in love with this character that's so different than I am? And honestly, has a belief system that's different than me even, right? So, cool. Very good work. All right, let's see here. We've got about 15 minutes. Got a small enough group. You can go ahead and cut the live. This is just going to be fun. This is purely for you guys. So I'm cutting the live to do something fun. Katie, yeah.
Do you like Harry Potter?